Hello all, this is Ultimate Prime here, and today I'm coming with another video review. And today we're going to be reviewing Power Surge Starscream with Minicon Lancelon. He's from the Clash of the Transformers line of robots in disguise. So now, before we start, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. You can see that it has a picture of Starscream here, and if you push his head, he does make sounds. It also shows the Transformers Robots in Disguise symbol here. Down here you see a picture of Starscream in his vehicle mode, and you also see a picture of Lancelon connecting to his chest. Turn the picture on the side, you see the same picture of Lancelon connecting to his chest. And if you look at this side, you see the Robots in Disguise symbol there, and you also see a picture of Lancelon, and you see a picture of Starscream down there. If you turn it over on the back, you see a picture of Starscream in his vehicle mode, in his robot mode with Lancelon attached. You see that he transforms in 10 steps, and that Lancelon transforms in 1 step. And they say that the Minicon weaponizers figures activate battle sounds. It also shows Minicon weaponizer symbol here, just showing once again that they attach. And it also shows that you can scan the insignia on these characters and that you can get some kind of reward or play the character on the app. And that is it for the box. So I'm going to get him unpackaged and we'll get on with the review. So here's Starscream opened up and out of the packaging. As you can see, he is pretty large, and I like his jet mode. It looks pretty good, pretty sleek. And yeah, he's designed really nice in this jet mode. Now, when you look at the bottom, you do see his face. It's barely covered, and you also see his arms and hands. So you do see some of the robot mode from the bottom, but not too bad. I've seen worse. But yeah, he looks good. He does come with Minicon Lancelon right here. As you can see, Lancelon, he's got some pretty nice colors, the yellow and the red on him. No real articulation at all. He does transform into his sword. All you do is flip this part down, which brings the handle up, and he forms a sword. This can be placed on Starscream for storage. Push him here. And when he is slotted in, he gives Starscream some other things to say. So firstly, if you push on his head, he makes noises and he speaks.
No one can stop me now. Decepticons unite. Minicon power up.
And so he does make quite a few sounds when you push the buttons. When Lancelon's plugged down here, underneath, he makes other sounds. So I do like how they have the Minicon play into what he says and what he does. So I'm going to go ahead and pull him out here. And he also makes that sound when you detach him, a sort of transformation sound. So yeah, so there you go. I mean, that's really the look of him when he's in that mode. He does have a nice size. Just for comparison, let's bring out Megatronus just to see just the size. And you can see he's pretty much about the same size as Megatronus, as you would expect since they are both that mega size. And yeah, I think personally though, I think he does look a little bit better than Megatronus. His vehicle mode does, but they match up pretty evenly. So now let's get him transformed into his robot mode. Now to transform him into his robot mode, you first want to, well, here, let me adjust the camera first because he is quite large. So the first thing you want to do to transform him back into his robot mode is you want to lift this panel up here, actually flip these down off to the side, lift this panel up and pull it back, which will reveal his head. Not that it was hidden very well. You can then pull his arms out and they do twist, so you can have him be able to bend. You can pull the leg down, and actually let's keep the leg out for a second because there's a few other things that we need to do. But we can pull the other arm out, detach it from this wing. It is tabbed into the wing here, so there we go. You can detach it, pull it down, twist it so it faces forward, and then you kind of have him in a scorpion sort of mode. You know, I think that would be actually a very nice mode. If I could get him to stand like this, that would be pretty cool. But anyway, so he's in his half scorpion mode. So then you want to do is detach these legs here, and these tag in pretty tight, so taking them apart can be quite the chore. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. You have to. All right, so pull the legs apart. You want to twist them. You want to turn them this way. Twist the leg forward and then pull the foot up, and do the same here. Pull the leg down, twist the leg forward, and pull the foot up. And then you can put his arms down. And there you have Starscream in his robot mode. So yeah, so here he is in his robot mode. And so let's just take a look at the figure itself. I mean, he looks pretty nice. I do like the colors, how everything comes together. Yeah, he's a nice looking character. If you turn him to the side, he's not too bulky or anything. He's actually a little thin. Even in the back, he's not too bad. He looks pretty good. For his articulation, he really doesn't have much articulation at all. His head doesn't move because that's what makes it sound, so it just pretty much just stays there. His shoulders can move up and down to a certain extent. The top of his arm can move and circle around. He does have elbow joints, so he can move his elbows up and down, and his hands can move up and down. He has no articulation at the waist, and he does have some movement in his legs. They can move out and in, they can move forward, and only barely even a little bit back because it bumps into the wings, and he keeps making sounds like all the time, even without you pushing his head or anything. He's very easy to get that gimmick going. But anyway, so yeah, so his legs can barely move back because of the wings, and then he doesn't have any real knee bend. He kind of does because of the transformation, but not really. He really doesn't have any knee bend. And his feet can move slightly up and down. So yeah, so there you go. He does have these arm guns that kind of move around. But there wouldn't be too much reason for you to do that. So with Minicon Lancelon, you can You can knock Starscream down if you feel like it. You can hold him in his hands as a sword, which looks okay. It actually looks more like a knife than a sword because he's so short, but you can hold him in his hands as a sword. Or where he's supposed to be is on his chest. And when you plug him into the chest, once again, just as I showed you in the jet mode, it makes Starscream say different things.
Unlimited power! Oh, Lisa Shaw. Minicon Lancelot, power up!
Yeah, so he's very talkative and very easy to get him to talk. You'll probably do it lots of times by accident. Just like that, where you're not even barely touching him and he starts talking. But other than that, that is the character. The figure. Let's stand him up first. And like I said, he's constantly talking. So let's do some comparisons. So first comparison will be with him and Mega Optimus Prime. And you can see that Mega Optimus Prime is a lot bigger. This is the 3-step Mega Optimus Prime. And he pretty much towers over Starscream, which is probably about right. I think he would be bigger than Starscream. But, I mean, he does definitely tower over him. And let's also do a comparison with Warrior class Starscream. You can see that the Warrior class Starscream is quite a bit smaller, as he should be. Oh. Okay, and he did fall down, and he took Warrior class Starscream down with him. See if I can get him to stand up. Alright, there we go. Let's get him standing back up. And so there you see them together. And yeah, you can see how they look and how they stack up. The colors are very similar. You know, I guess it just goes for your preference as to which one you like better. So let's move him out of the way, and then let's get Starscream here transformed back into his vehicle mode. Now, to transform him back into the vehicle mode, let's go ahead and remove the Minicon. And then we're going to open his arms a little bit so that we can start getting on the transformation. And what we're going to do is turn the leg, and then we're going to unplug this part. We'll plug the foot up here, and then this part of the heel is going to go in under the shoulder. Once you've done that, you can turn the arm at the bicep and fold up the hand, and then just bring that down here, and you'll see that there is a tab on the wing and a tab here on the arm. Those guys are going to slot together. So you're going to want to bend him so you can slot him into that wing like that. And you're going to just have to listen to him pretty much talk the whole time you're transforming him. So we're going to do the same with this side. We're going to turn the leg. We are going to pull this out, push this up, and this part of the arm is going to slide into here. Oh, I mean, part of the leg is going to slide into the arm. And then you are going to turn the arm, make sure the gun is facing down, pull this out, pull the hand inwards, and then push this part down so that it pegs into the side of the wing here. There you go. Then lastly, you're just going to pull this top part here up, pull it down over his head, and then you get the wings up here. And finally, just make sure that you push this part of the feet together. Now, there's one thing that I forgot to mention earlier, is that he is supposed to come with a with landing gear, but mine right out of the box did not have the landing gear on there. It was completely missing. I can see where there's a part here where the landing gear should have been attached to, but I had nothing in my package. So hopefully that's not something that's consistent with this guy. And so anyway, but there we go. He is back in his vehicle mode. Now, since we have him back in his vehicle mode, let's do one more comparison between him and the Warrior class Starscream. So you can see how they kind of stack up to each other. Of course, the size of the Mega is much bigger, but they are somewhat similar in the way they look. There are definitely some differences, but I think they both look nice, to tell you the truth. So anyway, there he is, back in his vehicle mode. And let's put Lancelot back on. Yeah, that is the end of this review. So if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will be coming out with some more reviews later. So until then, you have a great day, and I'll catch you later.